Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Magicite. I still haven't unlocked the Dwelf. I'm starting to think that there's some kind of crazy glitch happening here. You know the drill by now. We're going Earthkin. We're going... Well, we might change up our hat a little bit. I like the skull head. You know, 25% chance of crit is super good. We also do have the triple jump. And the bat wing is actually really useful for like extra agility with dodging and stuff like that. I want the overworld helm. Oh, 100% chance to unlock after beating the game without taking any damage. That seems a little unlikely. I'm going to roll with the, I'm going to go with Skeleton Mask again, even though we did use it recently. Of course, we'll take the Companion that heals us for one every floor, and we're looking for, I mean, Artisans, not great, so we're going to keep going here. I don't really like Defensive, actually. I much prefer, Potion Brewer. Potion Brewer I consider basically, you have to take it. You know, weirdly enough, I guess Defensive is actually more or less objectively better than Healthy, because you get the +2 defensive bonus for only -1 attack. But whatever. I went with a style of play that I am very much accustomed to. Alright, so it always lags a little bit when I open that up for the first time. We start with the sword handle, or hilt, which is great. But we can combine this with this, and there's a sword for us. We also have bone armor. Next things next, we will get a pick, and there's a decent amount of stone here, and of course, as soon as we have enough stone, are you gonna be serious with me right now that there's a boss right there already? We might be able to take him because of our crit chance, actually, but 1, 2, 3, and we're making a pick handle, and then we got this in order to make a pick. Alright. Dare we go to war with that boss right off the bat, without any other abilities, you know, working out in our favor? It's extremely risky. I would probably suggest against it for the most part. But I think we might be able to take it. The only problem is we're going to end up using like an awful lot of our time to do this. But this boss should have less HP than it would later on, right? So I'm just going to be careful here. And I think by being careful, I stand a pretty good chance of actually making this work out in my favor. So let's get him over here. This could give us a huge experience bonus right off the bat, which would be crazy good. There we go. That was really quick. And we got a level out of that. Maybe not quite as much as I thought, but so be it. All right, so watch out for that. Unfortunately, you know, we're not going to be picking up any Diamondite as a result of this, but that's okay, because we're mostly just trying to upgrade our stone pick as soon as is humanly possible. And of course, because we're on the first floor, pretty much farming anything we can get our hands on. It would be nice to get a bow as soon as possible. It should be pretty possible, mostly just looking for insects. And I want to get my first skill as well. So there's 4 stone, which makes a stone blade, which combined with some wood gives us the capabilities of having a stone pick. So our wood pick we can pretty much throw away, but, you know, might as well save it if we can sell it. It's not going to be a huge difference one way or the other, but it's worth doing, I'd say. Next, we'll probably go stone... stone sword is way better than a stone axe. In fact, I think it's, like, pretty much demonstrable that axe is the worst of all of the possible ingredients, but you may disagree. I don't quite have enough bone to produce a bone axe yet. Still just trying to snag some herbs. By the way, apparently the Gatherer perk, as many people have told me now, only actually works in the multiplayer mode, so I'm not actually missing out on anything by not taking Gatherer. So even though the game is out of early access, there's still some stuff that needs to be, you know, finished, shall we put it. Which is not to say that the game is in a bad state right now. Obviously, as you might expect from the fact that I'm playing a whole hell of a lot of it, I like this game a lot. Let's take this. I hate that one. That's the one that gives us the ability to jump. I should not be getting hit by those guys. Let's quickly grab some stone here. I don't really want to fight the bees. I only have 2 stone? That's unfortunate. I'm going to quickly use 1 potion, which I'm not happy about, but I'm going to do it anyway. And... seriously. Well, as long as we crit, this is okay. We can kill this boar pretty easily. There we go. Got some extra bone. We could make a bone axe or a bone sword, so let's do that. Save our stone for, you know, something else. And we'll combine that with a sword hilt, which is a plank and a handle. We should get some more wood. That's fine. There's our bone sword. A little bit more effective, you know, not going to be really anything to write home about right away, but at least we have, you know, a little bit more strength here. And the extra crit feels good. We're not going to be killing bees in one hit, which makes me very wary to destroy this beehive. Oh, you know what? Berserker's Rage is actually exactly what I want. it gives us double attack for 10 seconds, which is crazy good. So we will try to use that when all of the bees spawn. 10 seconds is a long time. So this should explode like any second now. There we go. There's our Berserker's Rage. We didn't get hurt too much, and we leveled up, and we picked up a decent amount of gold as well. Alright, I feel pretty good about our choices there. Alright, so more minerals, more herbs. No, that's more shrooms. There we go. And more stone and ironite. Now I just want to get a bow going as quickly as possible. Come on. There we go. And there's our bow. Oh, excellent. So this and this, and we pretty much have a perfect amount. 1, 2... well, we'll have to do it like this. And we're out of sticks, but that's okay, because now we have arrows. Sticks and Arrows, my favorite Rush album. What an unusual reference, given that that's like the least known Rush album. Anyway, herbs. No herbs. I know we're hungry. That's okay. Don't be scared, homie. We're going to get some more ironite. And this is the end of the level, so we're going to very quickly chop down a fuckload of trees. That's the industry term. Trust me, I'm from Canada. Logging is a major primary resource, primary industry here. We are the paper capital of the world. You might be saying, wait, isn't that Egypt? No, that's the papyrus capital of the world. And you might be saying, wait, isn't that Microsoft Word? And, you know, no, that's the font papyrus. You got that, you know, very much confused. All right, so wooden axe is about to break. You know the deal. You play until the axe breaks, which it will do here. No? All right, well, we'll just throw this axe on the ground. Well, we'll sell it, I guess. We might as well. And I would consider this to have been a pretty solid first floor. We got some good stuff. We leveled up a lot. Okay, first things first. The stuff we definitely don't need. Sell this, sell this, sell this, and this, and this. Now the stuff we may... Oh, you know what? We don't need leather. We'll just go straight for ingots. That's my strategy. We're going to craft a fire starter, and we're going to chunk on a whole bunch of uncooked meat. So we'll pop this down, and basically just hold the right trigger. Hopefully we'll heal up a little bit. Yeah, we got 2 healing there, which is actually really amazing. And we need to make an axe. We will make a stone axe, which we can do. And that's about it. That's going to pretty much, you know, leave our floor where it is. Or leave us where we are on this floor. So, go like that, and like that, like that. 2 of these bad boys. Stone axe. So all of our equipment has been upgraded at least 1 tier. And we'll make bone arrows. Not bow and arrows. That's, you know, very different. 20 bone arrows. Not so bad. And is there anything we can buy? Well, we can buy an iron axe. We can buy an iron pick. I think for 250, I am okay with buying an iron pick. For some reason, I can't buy it. There we go. I'm okay with buying that, because that'll pay for itself with respect to gold and maybe just gold. But it'll pay for itself in gold pretty quickly. Plus, it means that I don't have to use any of our iron to upgrade our own iron equipment. So basically, by buying something for 240, you're getting like a free tool as well later, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm oversimplifying things a little bit, but hopefully you understand where I'm coming from there. So I did turn on Berserker's Rage here in the hopes that I could one-hit this boar. Oh. Low on HP. Well, not really. I'm doing pretty well on HP, so I'm not overly concerned. I must have gotten HP up when I leveled up. I'm willing to fight boars here. I'm looking for herbs. Herbs are a big thing for me, but I'm also looking for levels on this level. Oh my god, Potion Brewer. Not working out fantastically for me. Meat is fine. You know, we could, at least for a few floors, we're going to be harvesting as much meat as we possibly can. And then we'll probably just coast on that for a while, because you really, you know, or at least I only really get meat for a couple of floors in the game, you know. The forest, in particular, there is meat later, but tends to be a little bit less fast and furious, so you kind of coast on it for a while. And it's not difficult to coast on it, but, you know, it's nice to have it when you get it. And I think because we've upgraded our picks so quickly, we're actually going to be in a very good position to, you know, get gold and, well, let's start small. To get iron level gear across the board, including our actual armor. So, well, you can get it quickly. We were probably going to get it, but getting it quickly is the most important thing, obviously. So I'm Berserker's Raging quickly. Seriously, like 25% chance to crit seems so fucking useful that it almost strikes me as overpowered. Which I love, don't get me wrong, but it does seem crazy, crazy good. The crit got me going so crazy right now. The song was written by Beyonce. I don't know if it was written by Beyonce. Come on, there we go. No Berserker's Rage yet. Crit? No. Well, we only need to hit you 3 times, so even 0 crits, still pretty easy for us to swing here. And we're probably going to get our second skill very, very quickly, which is fine. Getting a decent amount of Ironite, and you know what? Not an insignificant amount of gold, considering we're only on the 2nd level here. And you know, this Magicite is very pattern-based. You get a lot of the samey type stuff happening over and over, but I like it for that because it allows me to be methodical and kind of like, you know, handle things in a consistent way. Seriously, like, how many of these... Maybe Potion Brewer has now been nerfed in that it always produces smaller potions, in which case that would just be, you know, normal. There'd be no reason to ever take it. Clearly that goes in the face of my previous reasoning. That was a really stupid jump attempt there. I'm taking more attacking skills, and that's the one I don't like. But I should read some comments, and maybe someone will teach me how to actually use that effectively. I don't want to look at the comments for the last episode, though, because I died so terribly, and it wasn't like, Northernlion, you made this, like, thing that you should quickly fix. It was more like, you dumb idiot, you freaking got yourself killed because you didn't pay attention to your health, and you got overly ambitious. Very true. Very, very true. Alright, so we're going to chop some business down here. And we're going to come down here, and we're going to chop down some more business. I don't really think we'll be making too many arrows on this level. I mean, we didn't pick up much bone, which is really what we want to use. Bone and stone, basically, already, because we don't have any other use for stone except for, you know, like ingot armor, but we don't really want to use ingot armor right out the bat. So we picked up 12 stone. How many bone? 4. So 2 refined bone, 10 more arrows. That might be more than we actually used. But let's start with the simple stuff first. So we sell mushrooms. We sell spider webs. We have no need for leather. We did get 2 coal. This is perfect. It allows us to really simplify our inventory. That's the main benefit here. Our stone axe actually gives us extra magic. Oh, lovely. So we'll put the cooked or uncooked meat here, and we'll place this down right in front of this dude, apparently. And hopefully I'm not accidentally donating my cooked meat to him. Good. And then we'll eat some cooked meat, because we do that. And it healed us again. Thank you very much, 50% chance. Now, we should still sell some of our stacks as well. We don't need 35 sticks, nor do we need 35 planks. We have plenty of ironite. I think we can justify making iron hat and iron shield. Iron sword can come next, but we're doing fine with our bone sword. So we'll use all of our iron, and we'll just break up this, and then we put it here and here, because we don't actually want to replace our bone armor just yet. We'd rather be fully, you know, stacked up, I think, and keep bone armor for now. Then we have stone, so we're going to turn all of our stone into stone arrows, of which we have 30. Then we're going to turn all of our bone into bone arrows, of which we will now have 19. And that's how we're going to leave this floor. I'm feeling pretty great right now. We have 323 gold. You know, we're not buying any gold gear anytime soon. Let's move along. Next thing we'll do with iron is like an iron... oh, my bone sword's about to break. Well, that's bad. Because all I can really make now is a wood sword, but at least I can take some time to, you know, use arrows and have arrows carry me for a while. We'll see how this works out. You get bones from bees, typically. Bad damage on my part, but not the end of the world. Yeah, so if we find some bees, that would be useful. Otherwise, I'm just looking for stone. And I can make a stone sword, which is at the same level as a bone sword. Well, it's going to break sooner rather than later. But there's not too much I can do to predict that. I'd rather you break it on these pigs than break it on something else. We can just punch the pigs anyway. In fact, punching the pigs is doing a lot of damage to them. I don't know if that'll work for us in the long term on, you know, quote-unquote real enemies. But beyond that, I wouldn't even want to use it on real enemies because it's pretty unlikely that our range will benefit us in that situation. Well, maybe. What do we have in here? Just like one unrefined stone. Oh, we have a gold great blade, which I'm currently just using by itself. We can make a gold axe out of this. So we need an axe handle. Very simple. And we'll combine that with that. And that solves that problem. It's not like we can make a great pick or anything like that, so I'm happy to have a great axe instead. Cool. And we'll simplify our inventory by getting rid of our stone, just because we can. It's bone. Alright. So far, so good. We are a very potent killing machine right now. I know I'm wasting durability by attacking enemies that... Oh, Jesus. That don't necessarily warrant attacking with this weapon. Okay, these enemies are getting too close for comfort. Be smart. Drink a potion. Use your bow. Bees equal bows. You know this. You wrote the book on bees and bones. So I'm just chopping up these pigs because they're close by. That could have gone better, but it also certainly could have gone worse, so I don't feel too bad about it. I really resent when I get mushrooms because I am not a magic character yet. At some point in the future, I will, I'll try out that whole magical side of things. 3 herbs. Okay, that one worked out in our favor. How about a perk in Magicite that... Oh, more mushrooms. A perk in Magicite that allows you to have, like, double the inventory space. Might seem hard to manage, but I would also be, like, completely into it. Let's eat some cooked meat quickly. That did heal us. Okay. Plenty of stuff to kill down here. Could use the bow. Why don't we just get into Berserker's Rage instead and kill everything in one hit? That's why, because with the bow, there's pretty much no risk of me getting hit at all. That's okay, though. Plenty of these. And that equals 1 of these, which is still pretty good. Like, 4 herbs for 5 health is, I'd say, an adequate deal. I'm gonna get a little more gold here. And that takes us up to 5, which is not quite 1 piece of equipment. But if we're lucky, we'll get 1 more gold before the end of the level. And that'll allow us to skip over wasting our iron armor. And instead, we can just go straight... Oh, there it is right there, too. We can go straight from bone to gold and use the iron for something else. Probably, in this case, for making an iron helm, I suppose. Okay, yes, I know that there is a beehive up there. I'm excited about it, quite frankly. Okay, this guy, he does come up far enough to be annoying, but that's okay. So 3 hits should free the bees from their prison. Oh. Is there... You know what? I'm just going to stand on the other side here. It's going to be way simpler. There we go. I mean, we kill it in 1 hit if we crit, so... I'm going to go Berserker Rage now, and that should kill the enemies as soon as they spawn. Please. Oh, that was lovely. That felt wonderful. Okay, so now... Oh, there's another beehive down there, too, and you know what? I am totally into the idea of farming up that one, too. We can wait for Berserker's Rage to be active, or we could not. Either of those fine with me. Not really the greatest use of arrows here. No, that was alright. And we'll quickly kill this bee as well. Oh, I botched it. There we go. And the slime, because slimes can drop herbs. They didn't, but they can. You can't deny that. Alright, golden axe again. And this might allow us to get to level 13, which would be pretty great for 3 levels in. So, Berserker Rage again. And 1 more, I think. There we go. Oh, almost got me that time. Yeah, we're almost actually at level 14. Generally, I prefer swords to axes, but this is working out fairly well for us as is, so... Hard for me to complain. Actually, a pretty great chest. Allowed me to bypass my, my sword problem temporarily. There we go. I can't pick up that potion, huh? Well, we don't need shrooms. We can take a small potion instead. We're at the end, and I don't think we need any wood, so you know what? I'm sticking with the forest. As much as it can bore some people, I think this is the proper way to play this game, is to forest up as much as possible right off the bat. Alright, you know the drill. Goodbye spider webs, goodbye leather, goodbye pelts. Meat will be cooked. Getting exactly 2 coal is pretty much where I want to be. Not Tuco, that's the good, the bad, and the ugly. You've got that confused. We can still eat a little bit. I guess the best strategy, if you want to pick up as much accidental health as possible... Well, let's try this for a sec. Alright, that's a good thing I didn't. If you want to get as much accidental health from food as possible, just every time you get down to 7 HP, I guess, or 7 hunger, you should just eat, I guess. Bone becomes bone arrow, sorry, like that. So now we have 64 of those. And stone becomes stone arrow. Now we have 43 of those. That's a lot. And we'll keep stone and bone both in our inventory. They're both worthy of an inventory space. We have exactly 6 gold. So in having 6 gold, we still have an axe here too. There we go. In having 6 gold, that means we can come down to our smelter down here and say 3 of these become a cuirass. And now we can sell our bone armor. So let's quickly go do exactly what I just said we'd do and sell this bone armor. It doesn't look like there's any equipment worth buying here. We have some iron as well. What would we do with iron now? I don't know why I'm co-opting a Russian accent. Don't worry about it. With 2 refined iron, we can make an iron axe, which we might as well, you know. The axe is, I think, the last thing I'm going to upgrade always, but, you know, that we're done with the iron tier more or less right now, so we might as well, all right? And like that. Okay, so that's going to put this up here. And this down here. And that'll do. Okay. Yeah, stone axe gets sold. And we're ready to go. This is probably going to be our last forest level for a while. And to be honest with you, we deserve that. Like, we don't deserve to be on the forest too much longer. It's been a very easy roll for us so far. I hope that it stays easy for us. You know what? Yeah, it was actually stupid of me to use my gold to pick up armor when I could have picked up a pick, like a gold pick instead. That might set us back a few diamondite, which, let's be honest, that's probably not going to make the difference between life and death, like being slightly late on diamondite. But I would prefer to get the diamondite as soon as possible. I just, you know, I forgot my standard strategy for picking up diamondite as soon as possible. And I don't think we're ever going to stop mining. At least when there's not that many deposits around, I don't think we're ever going to stop mining stone and iron because it's, you know, very convenient for arrows. We may eventually have iron arrows. This is one thing I think is a little silly in Magicite, is that even if you are, you know, ranged attacking the shit out of an enemy, they will never actually draw aggro on you if you stay far away from them. So I think this enemy should get aggro. You could argue, like, what are they going to do even if they have aggro? And you raise a good point. They couldn't hit me, but they could at least move, right? You know, like, you might not be able to... or just because you can't kill somebody else doesn't mean you don't want to prevent yourself from getting killed in the first place. Mind you, maybe the joke's on me because I am using a staggering amount of arrows to finish the job here. But I did get a level out of it as well. And this level does give me the throwing axe, which... Oh, no, it gives me extra speed, which also maybe scales into attack, it looks like. I got the wrong thing there. Yeah, it definitely improves my speed. Let's see. You and nearby allies gain 4 speed for 10 seconds. Yeah, it doesn't look like it affects my attack, but that's okay. So yeah, oh, come the F on. Well, here's how we're going to handle this. First things first. Look who we've got our hands on now. Oh, really? First things first, I wanted to kill this boar. But I'm actually going to tackle this by going down, and hopefully we'll be able to fight just by himself, or itself, the first, you know, boss here. And, you know, we're doing a pretty good amount of pretty good amount of damage. And then we can kill the boar, and we probably shouldn't need to hit it more than once. And I do want the levels, so I am going to go to town on this lady as well. So come on, lady. I am ready for what you may have in store for me. And crits for 98 feel pretty good. Each one of these is worth like 8 arrows, so I feel pretty amazing about that. Oh, each one of these is worth like 4 arrows at base damage at least. But the crits are worth 8 arrows. And pretty soon we'll be able to use Berserker's Rage again, and you know, there's quite a lot of free experience for us actually. And plenty of stone down here to make some more stone arrows. I don't care about the vials of poison. I know they do a lot of damage. I know I'm an idiot for not taking them. I'm just doing me right now. Alright, so plenty of stone. Plenty of ironite. Where does ironite go next? It goes to arrows, and if I could get like an incredible surplus of ironite arrows, I would be the happiest man that's ever played Magicite. Like, if I could have a full stack of ironite arrows, you know, my dex is not incredible, but I would still be very into that. And we almost, in fact, we may, if we farm wood, even though it's been nerfed a little bit, have enough gold to buy some diamond gear. Which, again, you know, if you can buy diamond gear, I much prefer buying it to actually making it, because you can only use gold for buying stuff, whereas, you know, if you have the mineral yourself, you could use it to make anything. And within reason, of course. I don't really want to take that fire starter, even though there's probably like a good argument for it being able to simplify my inventory. I don't think it's going to have a major impact on things. Is there anything else? Yeah, I don't give a shit about that fire starter. I don't care that it's a twisted fire starter, the Prodigy. Doesn't matter to me. So our ironite pick is about to break. This is something, you know, concerning, but not so bad. We can easily make another ironite pick, or better yet, maybe even buy one. I'm gonna use Berserker's Rage. It's a pretty standard tactic for breaking these. Your stomach begins to grumble. We should eat some cooked meat. And there we go. All right. Could use a heal. You know what? Just to be safe, I am going to use a heal. No harm in it, as far as I'm concerned. And we're at the end of the level anyway. And we've exhausted our goodwill when it comes to the forest. I don't like the ice caves, but I also don't like red areas, so, you know, it really beats me what we're going to end up taking here. I'm going to take wood until we get stacked, and that's not going to take too long. We're already about 2/3 of the way. This is just so we can sell something and maybe get a little closer to coming to 1,500 gold, which will allow us to, 1,400, sorry, which will allow us to buy a, maybe Diamondite pick would be the greatest purchase, but we don't really have control over what's for sale in the shops, so be it. Oh, and bad damage, but it's okay. And we're not quite stacked. We're still not quite stacked. Oh, we have 2 stacks now. Okay, well, whatever. We're gonna go ice. Quarry, I should say. Quarry. Well, we can buy a diamond axe. I don't really value diamond axe. I would rather just save our money and buy something else later. Those go. Leather goes. Herbs get combined. Thank you. Bones become arrows. And we got 19 of those bad boys now. Oh, sorry, wait. Whoa, okay. We completely ran out of stone arrows, I think. We can get like 32 stone arrows, or sorry, 40 stone arrows. I wish you could have like a secondary slot for arrows, but so be it. These get sold. Coal gets turned into a fire starter. 1 fire starter, because we want raw coal in our inventory space, which allows us to cook a little bit of meat here, and then again, consolidate that. In a weird way, you know, I'm not a computer programmer, a game designer, anything like that. I almost feel like you could almost have a button where when you got into town in Magicite, you just said, do what I do. And then it would do it, and you would be, you know, free to just spend a lot less time in the town. That's not me shit-talking the game at all. I really like this game, and I continue to enjoy the shit out of it. I'm just saying, I think that would simplify things, and I think it sounds doable to me anyway. Now, we have a lot of iron. What do we do with iron? We make ironite arrows, because at this point we don't have anything else, except that we need to make an iron pick. So let's make an iron pick quickly. That's going to be boop, 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 boop. And then this becomes this, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then we'll sell our other ironite pick. And the reason we're going to sell our other ironite pick is because it's nearly out of durability, and it gives us more inventory space to do this, and we don't have to manage it on the fly. Apart from that, we're gonna keep everything as is. There's a golden pick. Actually, I shouldn't have crafted this iron pick, but that's fine. We'll get enough gold to craft one. I'd rather save our gold maybe and buy some diamond gear. But anyway, the reason we're saving our iron is for inventory management reasons. I don't want to make ironite arrows and just keep them in my inventory. I would much rather have raw iron in my inventory that can be combined with other raw iron, thereby saving me some space, you know? HP's fine, just making sure. 1 shot's enough. What's our durability on our golden axe? Oh, it's high. Still very good. Yeah, so we're gonna make ironite arrows eventually. I don't think the time is now. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, nothing of value over there. I can't remember how I feel about the ice area as it relates to like a quote-unquote tier list for the game, in terms of like which biomes are the hardest. I sincerely cannot remember. Okay, you became a mineral, huh? That's fine. Still good on HP. I can't believe I missed that bat so many times. You know what? Fuck those other enemies over here. We got gold deposits over here, and that's all we need. I'm gonna take a quick hit of my potion. Do the three-wheel motion, of course, as Ice Cube would then finish that by saying. I do want to get that stuff, but it doesn't really matter. I mostly just wanted to not take damage. There we go. And, oh, I was going to say, we don't have enough room for ironite. If so, that's actually like a major problem. But we do have enough room for it, so it's not a major problem at all, actually. And 2 hits for a bat is... Oh! I hate those things, but they did just give me a bunch of ironite. So, you know, that's 5 ironite arrows right there. Was it worth the damage we took? Oh, no, absolutely not, but it is what it is. Pretty clutch dodge there. Let's continue moving on. The quarry's been very good. As far as minerals go, which you might expect given the name. Way to make me feel stupid for not realizing that the quarry is where you would get the most minerals. Didn't grow up in much of a, you know, a mining family. A little bit more on the service side of things. Not, you know, sexually speaking. Well, maybe, I don't know. Can't say with authority, can I? We can't pick up this potion, so we'll just do this, and then we'll pick up... I don't want the raw chicken. I want the HP potion, thank you. HP is still good, by the way. That's some more experience. Not herbs, but spider webs. It's my favorite Ernest Hemingway novel. I'm joking, obviously. I don't read. I didn't say I can't read, just that you know, I both can and do read. But no Lou Reed, unfortunately. Rest in peace. Now. 2 shots? 3 shots? Sorry, I could have easily broken into Mambo number 5 there. But I didn't, so you should support me for that. I think we're getting pretty close to the end of the level. I haven't used Berserker's Rage in a while. Might as well. I don't think we're going to hit level 20. Well, I hope we'll hit level 20. I just don't think we're going to hit level 20 here. Herbs? Aw, come on, man. I don't want these mushrooms. At least give me some lichens or something. Not the Dota hero, you freaking Poindexter. 2 hits, huh? Well, we might as well farm up the end of this level. Are we still good on, I got a decent amount of bone arrows. And, well, actually, unfortunately, not very much stone to make more in the future. And very little bone, like 0 bone. Oh, I think we had 1, but that's 0 refined bone, which is effectively 0. We'll see, though. Maybe we'll be fine for arrows. Maybe we have enough ironite to craft enough ironite arrows that we don't have to worry about stone or bone for a while. And it looks like we're going back to the forest next, which is extremely nice for me. We can buy some diamond gear, and there is a diamond sword. There is a diamond pick. First things first. Fuck you, vials of poison. Fuck you, leather. Bone arrow. Stone arrow. Stone arrow. Bone. Okay, we figured it out. Don't want to sell the HP potion as much as we could. That gives us 20. Alright, so we have 60 stone arrows. Maybe at this point we can sell bone arrows and sell bones, and we'll just make ironite arrows instead. We'll have 50 ironite arrows, which is crazy. So that bone is going to be gone forever then. Not Bone Thugs and Harmony. They'll live on in the hearts and minds of young men and women across the country. Well, across the world, really. So we'll quickly do our Magicite flowchart. This goes down, and meat enters our body through our meat hole. And then 1, 2. We got 2 HP back from that. I'm just gonna eat this potion. Just to give us a little bit more HP. The inventory space was secondary, but whatever. Cool. Let's quickly go down and smelt our ores into what we want them to be. And what we want them to be is 50 ironite arrows, which is great. We'll keep stone arrows as our primary for now, but this is fine. We can sell some sticks. And I say we buy diamondite pick and sell our iron pick. Apart from that, we're good to go. Sell, please. Thank you. Next thing would be either an iron axe or a gold axe or a diamond weapon. Probably a diamond weapon is what I'm more interested in, as you might expect. Now, this floor, you know, no reason to joke about it, should be super fucking easy. I hope we encounter a trillion bosses. I really do. And the more, you know, iron we get, the better it is. The more herbs we get, the better it is. This is... I'll never pass up an opportunity to go to the forest, because I'm pretty sure the forest is the easiest of all the biomes, and it's also the one that gives us the best upgrades as far as survival goes. You know, getting these herbs is extremely, extremely useful for me. Crack this open. More herbs. Speak of the devil. And he shall give you a small HP potion, which thereby makes it impossible for me to pick up other minerals. But that's okay. We can always do some inventory management on the fly. This is looking like a pretty good bow opportunity, if you ask me. Like, hit you. Okay. We'll hit the slime. We'll get those herbs. And immediately I have forsaken the bow, but that's okay. And these enemies, like, they never get better with respect to their HP, so... like, that's awesome, but at the same time, it is kind of silly at the same time. You're like, maybe they should scale a little bit. More herbs. More spider webs. More spider webs. Mostly concerned with the herbs. because we can do a little that, and a little of this as well, and then a little of that maybe. Now we're up to 11. That's pretty good. I don't really give a shit about that pig anymore. I've given up on meat. We're becoming a vegetarian. And if you're gonna get offended and say don't make fun of vegetarians, they have enough problems in their lives. I was a vegetarian for a decent portion of my adult life, and if we can't make fun of ourselves, then there's just no hope for us. I don't know if you know this, but as vegetarians in the court of public opinion, you got an uphill battle. People are constantly finding any reason to, it's like the hipster label, they want to write off vegetarians as smug and thinking they're better than everybody else. You gotta actively fight that by being a little bit, self-aware. That's my thinking, at least. And also, if you're a person out there that hates on vegetarians, in person or on the internet, you can also just, get a life. And then, inevitably, that gets countered with, I don't hate vegetarians, just smug ones. And okay, well, that's fine, but, maybe just, stop encountering those people on a daily basis, or, realize everyone's got their own journey, man, and everyone's just trying to, do what they need to do to make themselves feel good, okay? So, if that's the biggest problem that you've got in your life, you're doing pretty okay. Now, after that surprising spiel, we are in Ironite City here, where the grass is green and the Ironite is, probably like an off shade of gray. Leveling up quite well. Probably looking at maybe doing a two-parter here. Please, herbs. Yeah, okay. I don't want the mushroom. I could care less. Or sorry, I couldn't care less. Now, all we need to do here is make sure we don't go to the dungeon by accident. So we'll sell all of our stuff, and then we'll probably get ready for a second part here. We'll sell all the stuff we want to sell, I should say. Not all the stuff. Stone arrow. Make more of these. We got 60. Got 11 ironite. That'll allow us to get some good stuff. Bone now gets sold because I don't want to waste the inventory space. You know the drill with the fire starters by now. Twisted fire starter, regular fire starter, doesn't really matter. You put that down, and then we go like this. And this is just a nice little way to supplement our health ever so slightly, which along with our companion helps us out a little bit. Up to 19 out of 25. Fairly solid. So this is okay. What are you doing, Tomo? Stop attacking the mail. Now, do we want a golden axe or a golden helm? I think we would rather have a golden helm. So let's get that set up. Come down here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, iron helm. Now we have a goldium helm, which makes us look a little bit like Lautrec from Dark Souls. So our ironite helm can be sold. What else do we have going on here? We want to make some more ironite arrows, and in this case we can make another 25, which takes us pretty high here. But I'd rather save the use of the ironite arrows for when it's absolutely necessary. So that's 75 of these bad boys, which is pretty good. And I think that's going to do it for this part of the episode. So again, we'll be back in part 2. I hope you've enjoyed the episode so far. Stick around, and of course, if you enjoyed part 1, don't forget to give it some love. Click the like button, and of course, subscribe if you want to see more. And part 2 will be linked in the video description below, and will be up immediately at the same time that part 1 is. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.